do in all of college football is win on the road when you're a ranked team ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Kansas offense will come out first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are real.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man across the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The give to the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. And after the tackle, we are hit. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Defenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Utah Utes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the off-ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
What about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Using the quick game. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything.
There he goes! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Spins away from the defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He's got it down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And the Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Fires left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the defense.
They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Dead center perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
The Jayhawks will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Dampier. They're setting up the screen. Makes a man miss. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Finds a spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
The give out of the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Bentley. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Hand off from the shotgun. They just blew through that offensive line. It's sure everyone has the same call. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pickett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The give to the left. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Daniels. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just going to keep it after the snap. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Quick completion on the out. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.